Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 2002, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. Which actor plays Calvin J. Candy in Quentin Tarantino's 2012 film Django Unchained? Leonardo DiCaprio. Which American figure skater, known for her graceful performances, was a prominent competitor at the 1994 Winter Olympics in Lillehammer after a widely publicized attack before the Games? Nancy Kerrigan. Which sport features both the sweeper position and the advantage rule? Answer: Soccer, Association Football. Who played Sam, the piano player who sang As Time Goes By in the film Casablanca? Dooley Wilson. Which 1956 film musical included the song When the Children Are Asleep? Carousel. Which British aircraft manufacturer built the Comet jet airliner? Answer: de Havilland. Which automaker was revealed by the EPA in 2015 to have cheated vehicle emissions tests, triggering major legal and financial repercussions? Volkswagen. Which national capital lies closest to the equator? Quito, Ecuador. Which critically acclaimed sitcom follows characters navigating moral dilemmas and comedic situations in the afterlife? The Good Place. Which terrorist organization carried out the 1985 hijacking of the cruise ship Achille Lauro? Answer: Palestine Liberation Front. Which musician played in the Runaways and later led the Blackhearts? Joan Jett. A clownfish makes its home inside what? A sea anemone. Which herb, often used to flavor vinegar, has a distinctive anise-like taste and is a staple of French cuisine? Tarragon. Which Russian émigré to the United States is credited with developing the first practical single-rotor helicopter? Igor Sikorsky. Which country did Olympic gold medalists Ian Ferguson and Danyon Loader represent? New Zealand. What two common terms are used to refer to a young deer? Fawn and yearling. In what classic movie would you see a nightclub named Rick's Cafe? Casablanca. What type of aquatic animal is a crappie? A freshwater fish. For which film did David Niven win his only Academy Award? Separate Tables. By what nickname was William Joyce better known during World War II? Lord Haw Haw. In the children's book The Story of Ferdinand, what kind of animal is Ferdinand, who is gentle despite his size and strength? Bull. Which legendary Brazilian soccer player, nicknamed the Black Pearl, is celebrated for his extraordinary skill and for winning 3 FIFA World Cups? Pelé. Which organs regulate blood pressure by filtering the blood and balancing the body's fluids? Kidneys. Which influential artist blended visual art with film and music and famously explored consumerism and celebrity in the 1960s? Andy Warhol. In which country is the Interlagos Formula One racing circuit located? Brazil. Who was the key negotiator of the 1921 Anglo-Irish Treaty that led to the creation of the Irish Free State? Michael Collins. Which television series stars Juliana Margulies as a lawyer who rebuilds her career and family after her husband's public scandal? The Good Wife. Who was the first pilot to break the sound barrier in 1947? Chuck Yeager. Who is the Greek equivalent of the Roman god Cupid? Eros. Sion Airport is in which European country? Switzerland. In what year did Elvis have a hit with Jailhouse Rock? The film version of the musical South Pacific reached cinemas, and TV presenter Sandy Toksvig was born. 1958. What projectile is traditionally carried in a quiver? Arrow. From which musical is the song How to Handle a Woman? Camelot. Which phrase, meaning to make the greatest possible effort, is often used in quotes about performance? Pull out all the stops. What molecule carries the genetic instructions used in the growth, development, and functioning of all known living organisms? DNA. Who was the last emperor of the Qing dynasty, known for his tumultuous life and eventual transition from ruler to an ordinary citizen? Puyi. What reproductive trait do the echidna and the duck-billed platypus share that no other mammals have? They lay eggs, both are monotremes. In December 1939, 3 Allied cruisers engaged the German pocket battleship Admiral Graf Spee and forced her into Montevideo harbor. 2 of the cruisers were Exeter and Ajax. What was the third? HMS Achilles. Which athletic apparel company, founded in 1964, is known for its iconic swoosh logo? Nike. How many years did the 100 Years' War last? 116 years. Which singer, born Peter Jean Hernandez, is known for hits such as Uptown Funk and Just the Way You Are? Bruno Mars. Which birds are collectively called an unkindness? Ravens. Which iconic silent film actress, famous for her mysterious persona, was born Greta Gustafsson? Greta Garbo. In most military traditions, which hand is used to perform a salute? The right hand. Which historical figure is famed for her legendary ride through Coventry to persuade her husband Leofric, Earl of Mercia, to reduce oppressive taxes? Lady Godiva. Which university is famously associated with the mural of Jesus with outstretched arms nicknamed Touchdown Jesus? University of Notre Dame. Which river flows through the historic city of Rouen and is famous in French art and literature? Seine. Which Roman emperor legalized Christianity with the Edict of Milan and convened the First Council of Nicaea? Answer: Constantine the Great, Constantine was. Which writer reportedly said as his last words, "I've had 18 straight whiskeys. I think that's the record"? Dylan Thomas. Which remote French penal colony in French Guiana became infamous as the place where Alfred Dreyfus was sent after his wrongful conviction in 1895? Devil's Island, Ile du Diable. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.